94. Okay.
And we brought over one of the fancy lawyers from um, Haller and Lenski, and
Oh yeah. You know, my
Up there, go. Come on. Go. Good boy, good boy. Come on, Scrap.
the actual activities weren't very pleasurable.
I mean, thankfully we were able to turn that into something useful, which is what you've been doing for the last, what, 13 years is it now since you left?
Yeah, you know, it is 13 years. I mean, I've really only been speaking out publicly since 2009, which was when Joe Childs and Tom Tobin wrote the series that came out in the Tampa Bay Times, then St. Pete Times. And that was really my first foray into speaking publicly about the activities and abuses of Scientology, but I've been pretty relentless since then.
You have.
Hey, what's going on, Rich?
You've contributed so much to the record that I approached you to just have a friendly chat, and you came back and said that I could have a no-holds-barred interview. And I thought, oh, okay. So I went to Tony Ortega.
Trying to figure out where to go tomorrow, man.
I said, yeah, what should I ask him? And
Motherfuckers
they said, oh,
just don't stop, man.
You should have been asked to. And they said,
Well, I paid Tony Ortega and
City of... Hey, what's going on, City of Fullerton?
full disclosure.
I knew there was something in it. As far as I can make out, we're very close in age. I was born in June 1955.
Yeah,
This,
I was born in April 1955, so I got you beat, but not by much.
This little thing on right now, they're talking about Scientology and how they do their little gang stalking bullshit.
I have to treat you as my younger, more handsome other side.
Thank you so much. Your lying is doing well at this point.
Well, I'm well trained at it, John.
Yeah, that's true. Training routine lying, eh? What good fun that was. Amazing story.
As soon as we get past the boring part, at least.
Operations. I doubt there's anybody who knows more about them than you. I was absolutely astonished.
I'm good, man.
The Guardian officer done in
I just had to go fill up my tires. I went to go
all over the world.
by my mom's and shit.
I think Chris Owen will
And, you know, as usual,
he's been to the government repositories
her
all
fucking-
around the world and read
her
hundreds of
fucking
pages,
neighbors.
thousands of pages of documents, and found out things that I had no idea about. But this massive intelligence agency that was created by Ron Hubbard, I found out about that, and that sort of was a significant factor in my leaving Scientology in 1983. And then I came to see some of the internal documents. For example, the Information Full Hat, which is an 800-page.
I'm done getting mad at the motherfuckers, though. I'm just gonna start protesting like a motherfucker. I'm gonna dedicate all my free time to that shit.
I wrote a paper called
In the last video that we heard a lot of people say he's in the van like it was the cops. Oh, I don't.
But it seems to be this
I don't know. Nah, I didn't get. Nah, they cut my live off, but
some kind of world
nah, I don't think nobody was talking about me.
And he was going to do this by beating the opposition down and silencing any critics.
Unless I was asleep.
I presume that at some point.
Unless I fell asleep or some shit.
Information Full Hat as a course, or was it just something that you would refer to?
No, I've never done.
But I do remember him cutting the live off a couple times.
I, have done far more than that. I was the head of the Office of Special Affairs for nearly 20 years, and in the course of that, I studied, I think, everything that Hubbard ever said about intelligence intelligence, as he called it, or handling of enemies, or dealing with critics of Scientology, etc., etc. And that body of work, your piece that you wrote, I thought was wonderful. And Chris Owen said to me, and I also have got to give a shout out to Chris Owen, who is the most remarkable researcher I think I have ever come across. And he said to me, Mike,
That's cool as word, bro. The one with the one with the recycling.
A religion that has
Yeah, I probably, you know what? I probably,
I know of Aum
I was so
Shinrikyo,
tired yesterday. I was out of it, bro.
and that's
I'm
the end
tired
of the
today.
list,
Like,
Scientology. He said
and I
that
still
those
gotta
are the
fucking,
only three.
I still have to fucking recycle. And
Just said
it's
Chris,
just all fucked up.
just said
These
John,
people, man, they make it hard. They
Hubbard
make it real hard to
thought
survive,
that he was
man.
going to become, the savior of mankind and some great leader in the world, and I think that that's true. But I think that there is something else that I have come to
That's alright though. I'm
learn
gonna get that ass tomorrow.
the time
I'll be
since
right
I
in front of the
left
news station, the police station.
cults, and that is that it is essential to have a
How
boogeyman.
can we get all the?
And
Oh my This is my Hold on, let me put it up.
psychiatry as the boogeyman and the big enemies of Scientology. It was not limited to psychiatry, as you know. All government agencies,
That's my
the media,
that's my email right
people
there.
who had left Scientology, squirrels. I mean, the list is a very extensive list of the us against them world of Hubbard. And that us against them sort of
Whatever you go for.
mindset
Yeah, definitely.
puts people
I just
into
don't know. I don't know where to go. I'm thinking back to the federal building. I got my batteries fully charged now, so my batteries is on point. Either the fucking police station or I gotta find some place where it's a lot of people, and a lot of quote unquote important people, if you will. But there are people that know what's going on, cause bro, like at first I thought people were fucking with me and shit. Like one of the garbage dude, he came, he said something to me. Somebody else said something to me, and then like the couple, not yesterday, but the day before when I was at the Fed building and shit, a lady drove by and she gave me the thumbs up and was shaking her head, like yeah. So people know what's up, man. It's a lot of people that they know that those men did not commit suicide on their own. Fucking, they didn't just wake up and do that. If I could point out just the fucking vandalism that they've had people do to my vehicle, man, that alone, man, like, nobody gets their car fucked up so many times. And all different things. Window, fucking door handle, fucking tires. Like, I got receipts for tires, receipts for the fucking radiator hose, and also a fucking written thing that the radiator was done, the radiator was done intentionally. Like, that was no fucking wear and tear shit. So it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. Like, I just need motherfuckers we just need motherfuckers to be interested. People to wanna want to view it. That's why I'm gonna keep telling. I'm gonna keep telling him I got the evidence right here, right fucking here. Police harassment, police creeping up on me with one headlight, police sending people to fucking run into me, all types of shit, man. That's why I'm not really tripping, man. Just need to make it to a courtroom. A fucking courtroom, man. And even, they can try and say all that fucking bullshit, but, even the science behind what they're doing, you know, is designed to make you, the science of it, the legitimate science of it, they can't do this shit to you and think that nothing's gonna happen. Like, just the science alone tells you that they know exactly what they're doing and what they're forcing people into. And that's the type of shit that needs to be explained to the people that we're, showing this shit to. Most people think, oh, it's just a surveillance program. No, it's more than just surveillance. If it was surveillance, motherfucker would have killed 8 people himself. If it was surveillance, another motherfucker would have killed himself. If it was just surveillance, I wouldn't be running around this motherfucker all crazy with a fucking camera filming the harassment. Like, you just can't get away with this shit. And they try excuse me, that's legitimate. They're fucking their death threats excuse me, that's legitimate. Their death threats are, they're starting to do their little silent death threats a little bit more. But, that's the police for you, man. That is the police for you. They're not even what do you call people like that? Tyrants. What is it? Tyrants? They're tyrants. Like, they're tyrants and badges, man. Getting away with all types of shit. Getting away with murder. That's like the craziest. I mean, I don't understand how they do it with the unarmed people. But, however they're doing that shit, it's not gonna, it's not gonna pan out right for him, man. It's not gonna pan out for him. And they'll see. As soon as more people die, as soon as more people commit suicide, We'll see what the cover up is. From the crazy to probably the next suicide or murder is gonna be some type of drug shit. Or the person was on drugs and defund these motherfuckers, man. I'd rather worry about somebody with a pistol. You know, I'd rather worry about the you know, the dangers on the streets, if you will. I'd rather worry about that than have to worry about looking over my shoulders 24/7 for a dirty terrorist fucking cop. Like, I would much rather take my chance. I'd much rather take my chances. Like, it's crazy. You probably have less of a chance of being fucking robbed, raped, any of that shit, than you do getting set up by a fucking cop. Every day going through this program, it just makes it more realizable how dirty these fucking police are. The only people that really need the police are the rich people. You know, to keep their whatever protected and shit. Anybody else though, that don't really do nothing for you. Call the police on somebody that lock them up, but you know they're not. You know, when they lock somebody up, it's for their quarter. Like they're not going to the crime scene because of you. They're going because they need to make that quota. They need that arrest. They need that shit. It's even in the books that the police can fucking, you know, they can help who they want to help. Like they have the right to fucking, you know, not help you if they don't want to. Which is really crazy because your tax money is hardly a part of their fucking paycheck. Literally pay taxes for them to deny you if they want to. Pay taxes for them to go around popping people's tires. Pay taxes for them to fuck people's doors off. Pay taxes for them to do all types of weird shit. Kill people. Make people commit suicide. Shit, let's see. Torment them non-stop, keep yelling at them, they'll get all pissed off. Yeah, they have been, bro. That's why they've been really working on my vehicle. Really, really, really. And you know, it's only, well, you know, it's only a matter of time before some bullshit happens with them. it's only a matter of time. Email in the next couple days. Oh, okay, for sure. And you know, man, Nappy isn't homeless. He works with the police. They him dope to make these videos. You're a real funny. You're a funny dude. Funny. Everybody giving Sino Man a round of applause. Not we don't cater too much to fucking protective custodies, dropouts, and police informants on this channel and Sino Man, but you know, you're welcome to kick back for a couple minutes and say as much as you want to say. But the reality is that the police pay you to get up on this station or this channel and do what you're doing. I mean, come on, man. What wool do you have and whose eyes are you pulling it over? That's crazy, man. I think the chicks must be all. the chicks is in this. Oh man. Snitches is snitching, and the police informants are in these days. Police informants are in. You guys are in style, man. You guys been, you know. I guess it's you know, time. It's about time. You guys have been hated for years and years and years, so I understand the informant having his fun and shit. Having his fun. I get it. I can't be mad at you for celebrating. You got people, you know. You guys been waiting for this for a long time. I know you got tired of sitting in front of those prison buses and getting spit on all the time, or fucking, you know, all that fucking bullshit that comes with being a protective custody or dropout or whatever you are. You know, I know that shit got tired, but now you can celebrate. You can be overwhelmed, my friend. You can be overwhelmed. Oh man. I like the four-legged rats much better. Two-legged rats, you guys, well, you guys just exist. But the four-legged rats, you know, they have more of a purpose. See how it just creeps and stops in the middle of the street, goofball. No lights. Bullshit. That harassment bullshit, man. No fucking joke, I tell you. Oh yeah, it definitely was. He got behind. You didn't see him point his little fucking index like a gun. Act like he was shooting them. Then we got that motherfucker. These motherfuckers is crazy, man. These motherfuckers is crazy, dude. I swear, man. He was making sure I didn't get out and do nothing to that other vehicle. Like, if I would, that's what they do. Like, they try and set shit up. Like, if I would have got out and started yelling at the dude and shit, like, why the fuck are you doing this? Dude would have been recording that shit. And then I took it to the police and said, I'm starting trouble. See, this is entrapment, ladies and gentlemen. This is how the police entrap you. They send people to fuck with you, so when you get mad and you get tired of these people fucking with you 24/7, and you confront them, there's always somebody with a camera to record you confronting them. They know exactly the science of this shit. That's what I'm saying. The science, you know, they got this program down to a science. They know what the ticks a person. They know how to entrap a person, make a person fucking start yelling and arguing and screaming and shit at you, and it makes that person look like the bad guy when in reality he's been fucking or she's been fucking harassed so fucking long, and you know everybody reaches their fucking point. Then they drive around with the fucking one headlights and the one tail lights to fucking, you know, saturate you in the bullshit and to trigger you off, and you know, you start fucking all the fucking harassment comes to you, man, and you know, you start thinking, and you be like, damn, man, I'm not doing nothing to none of these motherfuckers, and they're doing this to me. Okay, police don't want to help me. Okay, well, I'll help myself. Now you have not funny, but you got 8 people lost their lives because of the San Jose Police Department. So, for those that don't understand this program, take a seat and do some scientific math. You harass a person 24/7, day in and day out. That person tries to report it to the police, and being that the police are a part of it, they gaslight you and start trying to make you feel, are you sure you're not on medication? Have you been, you know, diagnosed with schizophrenia? And they do all this fucking bullshit. You tell them no, and they say, well, will you be willing to take a mental health evaluation test? Now, you could say yeah, but, you know, 9 times out of 10, you know, if the police are a part of this, they're not helping, and they're telling you to take a mental evaluation test. 9 times out of 10, it's going to come out on that paperwork that you have a mental illness. So who wants to fucking go through all that bullshit? So that deters you from fucking making the police report. Then they steady fucking harass you. They steady harass you around the fucking clock, right? So you decide, fuck it, and you retaliate. You retaliate on your harassers, and you fucking kill them. And the police know that they're responsible for those 8 murders. Yet they get to go home, eat their dinner, play with their kids, go to sleep, wake up, come back to work, and do it all over again. Do it all the fuck over again. So how is that person supposed to feel? I mean, targeted individuals know, but I'm talking to the ones that don't know, the ones that think this shit is a mental illness and that we're just fucking wasting our time making videos and shit. All about the same thing. Everything's fucking the same. If we were mentally ill, we wouldn't be able to describe the shit that they're doing the way, you know. Mentally ill people don't do that. They can't do it. Yet, somehow, someway, the police department coaches The police department coaches the general public into believing any and everything that they say, no matter how many times they get caught doing some foul ass fucking bullshit. No matter how many times they get caught doing foul shit, they just can't do no wrong to the general public. Like, the general public can see no wrong in what they do. I mean, it is what it is, but still, it's not cool. Let me see. And that, oh, here we go with this shit again. Hold on. Nappy, how are they constantly able to keep finding different scenarios to play on you? No matter where you at, can they see through your eyes or something? They got, look at the no lights, that threat. No, they, GPS. They got GPS. They got all types of shit. This is all the weapons that all the equipment. We'll say all the equipment that fucking the police departments have was given to them by the military. The military has fucking, they don't just have fighting weapons. They don't just have guns and shit. They got tracking devices. Man, the military got so much. They got drones. Well, of course you know that, but you'll be surprised what the military has. On top of you being surprised of what you find out that they have, you'll be super surprised if you knew what they didn't tell us they had. So a lot of that equipment is going to the police departments for free. Amazon is giving them free spy equipment, giving them free tracking equipment, license plate readers, and all types of shit like that for free. And it's not really for free, but they're giving it to them. And all the data that they find, like missing. Okay, so they got license plate readers that if you're on their thing, your shit pops up like throughout the traffic lights and all that shit, cars, all that shit. They have license plate readers. Amazon is giving police these license plate readers, and in return they want all the data. They want all the data that they want the data of like people that owe fines and tickets and shit. And so all the the license plate reader, they'll pull your shit up. If you owe any money for anything and shit, then you'll get a letter in the mail, and that's how they get paid. They get $30 for each person that they catch or whatever like that. It's something like that I was watching. I think I put part of the video up. I did put that video up. It's uploaded on this channel. But you guys know, like, we got so much shit, man. Just pay attention to the big people, the people that, like eBay, those people that got caught in, or the people in eBay that were going through the torture. Some military people were going through the torture. So slowly but surely, the weapons, people thought they didn't exist or exist in the hands of, these goofballs and shit. But that shit's gonna come out. It's coming out already. eBay, fucking military people, some other shit. Man, these people deserve, like, literally, and I don't even, I don't talk like this. These people have made, like, they literally, like, they need to fucking, be put to sleep forever. When you think about how many lives they've stripped apart, how many fucking, they're literally making a way for themselves, if you will. Like, when they went into that VTA shit, like, if you seen how they were looking and shit, like when they went to go fucking respond to the dude who shot those 8 people, man, they were there fucking looking like heroes, man. And that's crazy. That's crazy as fuck for, them to kill all these, get all these people killed and be celebrated like fucking heroes. A bunch of fucking kids in badges, man. Getting people killed. Harassing people. To the point of murder. Suicide. Just the fucking shit that man, I don't even want to talk about that. Yeah, though, more people are gonna die. Sad to say. More people are gonna die. And that's the only way, like, that's the only way this program is gonna be stopped. Like, people are literally, they're being told what's going on right now, but, it's either literally gonna have to be one of them. It seems like it's gonna have to be one of them, somebody in their family, or, they just become a perp, whatever, but, they're not gonna understand. Motherfuckers don't even care, man. Motherfuckers do not even care. It's a few golden-hearted people out there, like, there's some people out there with golden hearts, but for the most part, these people, like, their hearts is wrapped in, like, cigarette tobacco syrup or some shit. Like, these people are evil. Pure evil. Pure fucking evil, I tell you. News station probably good for protests. Maybe come walk in and ask if they want to cover your story. If they don't, start protesting outside. No, they definitely don't want to. They definitely don't want to cover it, man, because they're a part. They know exactly what's going on. I've had a couple of the news people perp me and shit. The thing is, like, when you do it around a bunch of people, it kind of puts them on the spot, like, because people want to know what's going on, and they are the news media and shit, so it kind of puts them in a spot. Like, I know if they actually did come to talk to me, like, I would fucking have to fucking, You know, I would show him the video footage. I would probably just show him the video footage and explain to him what's going on as far as like the science of it, as far as them harassing a person to the point of the worst. But yeah, they don't. For me, just to talk and voice it out, you know, my you know, the way I you know, my vocabulary is very limited, if you will. So I cuss a lot and all that shit, and I don't know that chill. Certain words and shit, like I wouldn't know, but yeah, man, I definitely have to point it out. Definitely have to point it out. Basically, all I would be able to tell them, you know, is the shit that I yell out on the fucking thing. It would have to literally, if for them not to chop up my words and make me look like some fucking idiot, like I just gotta point the video footage out to them and shit, and show them the video footage. I was thinking about doing the auditor thing, but I wonder if I can do like the police auditor in a different city and shit. And I know if the auditors are as legitimate as everybody says they are, then you know, just pointing out the death threats, all the death threats that I've gotten from police, all the fucking bullshit like that, all the psychological warfare, like all those one headlights, like, and you guys get them too. So, like, I'm not just saying like I'm the only one that get them, but like all those one headlights is like fucking, you know, it's psychological damage. Like they literally could fucking create a fucking paranoid they can create a paranoid schizophrenic just by the tactics that they're doing. And then they want to placate us and ask us if we're fucking like, man, I need to get to a courtroom. I swear I need to get to a courtroom. Man. There's so many things about this program that can cause all types of psychological damage to a person. That's a cop, you guys. Encino Man is a cop. Only cops talk like that. You can tell that dude's a cop, man. That's the nature of fucking police. That's how you can tell they have that fucking little kid, almost like sassy feminine type of fucking talk. Like they, you know, they're really fucking. That's a cop. Encino Man is a cop. on here just trying to discredit people. But like I said, you have a good time in Encino, man, because you guys will be you will be exposed, and people are starting to see because cops like you probably young too. You probably like a 25-year-old cop, 26-year-old cop. So this shit is fun to you. Like you enjoy this type of shit. When you get off, you're gonna go play fucking, your fucking whatever that shit is. I don't even know the name. Call of Duty. Take your stinky ass boots off, kick your stinky ass boots off, and fucking hop straight on the fucking Call of Duty. Uh-oh. Yeah, I want to be. They pay me to go in front of the fucking federal station and federal building and the fucking police station and protest. I know. You think about what you're saying, goofball. Think about what you're saying. I know you might be a cop, man, but you guys ain't that. Well, I'll say you're not that bright. You're not a bright cop. Not a bright cop at all. And I know your partner's probably sitting in the car looking at you right now like, damn, you let that homeless motherfucker figure you out? You let that fucking homeless motherfucker figure you out? That's how smart you are, Encino, man. Even your name sounds like something that a cop would fucking put as his fucking handle. Encino. Tell you guys have a way about yourselves. It's almost like you guys are on the same frequency. No real police work to do, so I guess you just hop on the internet and start fucking with targeted individuals and shit. Wasting our taxpayers' money, of course. But yeah, Encino man's either a security guard or a cop. We got another creeper. Creeping up real slow. I like creeping up real slow. Making sure it's perked. 9 times out of 10, these cats coming up the street. We shall see. The car behind me is black. I'll let you know when he's leaving, but he's just coming to see and notice how they're wearing all black. And the way he crept up behind me real slow, he's just making sure they give me the visual. Adding the visual onto my harassment. That's all. Now he takes off. Oh, now he's doing a U-turn on a one-way. No, he's not doing a U-turn now. He was about to do a U-turn until he saw me recording. Now he's blocking the fucking entranceway. These motherfuckers is funny, man. They're really funny. Oh, Look over there. Look over there. That's his perp. Right there in all black, right there walking. That's his perp. He's making sure his perp does the job. Yeah, I got you, buddy. And don't back up from me now. I got you. Those are his perps right there. Give him the good old visual. Trying to entrap. No, see him turn his head talking to him? You see that? Oh man, this is sick, dude. These people are sick, bro. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Oh man, you guys. Welcome to my life. Which you guys live the same one pretty much. Welcome to our life. That's cool. Oh, how can we? Okay, I said that. Sorry, you guys, I gotta go through it because it keeps fucking up the scrolling and shit. Torment them. I said, okay, thank you, okay, that's that faggot. News station, okay. How does he have so much money for dope but doesn't work and make videos all day? Oh man, you want to see my receipts? I got a shitload of recycle receipts. A shitload of recycle receipts. You can't run that one, champ. They see me every night. I recycle every night, officer. Every night. If I was working for the police, I damn sure wouldn't be digging in no trash bins. But yeah, though, man, keep trying. Keep trying. And if you can, actually, if you can convince anybody that I'm a perp, then I appreciate it then, because I don't, anybody who fucking doubts me being a TI and shit, after everything they see I go through, all the vandalism, I've been stabbed by you motherfuckers, like, if you can convince the motherfucker that I'm a perp, then, take them with you. Take them with you. Because I don't need nobody second guessing my legitimacy. There goes, you could say something about my speech, too. Encino Man. Mr. Encino Man with the plan. Nappy's a stripper on the side, so chill. We got two of them. Here. No doubt it's one of these fucking weirdos out here. No doubt it's one of these weirdos. One of these weirdos are the police. I'm thinking it's the police, though. A lot of these weirdos, they can't. A lot of them, like a lot of the, the Obama phones don't allow you to do too much texting, and I mean too much data. Like, probably buffering like a motherfucker. So it gotta be the police. And again, with a name like Encino Man and Dale Wormhart, those are police, man. Make no mistake. Those are police. Police, informants, all the shit. All the shit, they're all the same. Yes. Hey, what's going on, D-Ray? Yeah, hanging in there, bro. I said, get a job. Alright. Thanks, I appreciate the advice, Encino Man. Nappy can't read when he's high off on dope. Okay, you're funny. I can't read. Good, either. Clowns. Exactly, you just said you took the words right out of my mouth, Tip. Clowns. Bro, you discredit T.I.'s. Look at you. I hear you, man. You're not gonna drive me to go. Bro, check this out, Encino Man. I know you guys know that new viewers are coming on here that don't know anything about this program. And you're trying to clean up, you're trying to do your little cleanup control. But it's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work. I mean, the shit's happening right before our very eyes. And as long as I can point it out when it does, you guys can't hide shit. You guys can't hide shit. Like I said, the evidence speaks for itself. Motherfucker don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to me. That's the thing. That's the whole beauty of it. When you got footage, you don't have to listen to me, champ. The footage is gonna tell you everything. The police say it best. Video footage doesn't lie. You broke into that house. The video footage won't lie. Well, now it's time to turn that shit back around on y'all. The video footage ain't gonna lie, officer. And people will find out what you guys are doing to people. Believe that. People will find out what you are doing to people. You and your little rich crowd. You and your little rich ass neighborhood watch motherfuckers. And all your watch groups and shit. When they see the footage of the police harassing me, though, I got you guys doing so much shit. Fucking one headlight police vehicles, fucking just parking right in front of me and trying to intimidate me. Like, you guys. Yeah. If they don't see nobody else guilty in this shit, they will see that the police are guilty. That's for sure. Yeah, you can call my bluff on that if you want, officer. I know you guys probably gonna pull me out the car and fucking do some bullshit, but that's alright, the camera be on. The camera will be on, officer. disliking now. Nah, you can go ahead and dislike. Try and dislike it like 5 times, bro. Try and dislike it like 5 or 6 times. I don't mind. Bring in your whole fucking family to dislike it. One thing about me though, champ, I damn sure didn't create this channel for likes. I'm not trying to become some fucking famous fucking targeted individual. I'm not, I'm not trying to become famous like that, man. You know, this isn't, I don't want to make a career out of fucking filming harassment. Like, what the fuck? Saying all that to say, go ahead and dislike it. That's the thing. Excuse me, it's legitimate. That's the thing with these motherfuckers, right? Like, this is where their mind is. Like, they think if they threaten you that they're gonna dislike the channel. Like, that shit is supposed to fucking reach out and like touch you or some shit. Like, almost like I'm not gonna. I could see Dale Wormhart and fucking Encino Man fucking his kids. I'm not gonna let you play with my Barbie doll. You can't play with my doll. You can't play with my doll. I'm gonna dislike you. I'm gonna dislike your video. I'm gonna dislike your video. Oh shit. I hear you, champ. I hear you. Full of perps. Yeah, you know I got the sign on my van for people who want to know what really happened to dial in on my channel. So yeah, that's what they're doing. They're doing damage control, which they can't really do. You know, they can't really do damage control because the evidence is out there and the proof is out there. Like, they can do all their fucking bullshit, like on the internet, or, you know, the harassment and trying to make you think your shit ain't going nowhere and all that fucking bullshit. But, you know, the reality is, you know, I gotta be doing something. It wasn't up until, you know, now that they started fucking hopping on here hella quick. I've been had my fucking channel. Like, I've been fucking flying the channel on signs. And, you know, I might have got 1 or 2 perks, but, you know, it's just police trying to clean up their bullshit, which they can't. People will find out. People will find out. You can't hide that, especially trying to have a car run into a motherfucker and shit. Like, you can't do that shit and just think people are gonna fucking... People are gonna fucking just fucking believe you. Like, you can say it without them seeing the evidence, and of course they're gonna believe you. You got that shiny star on. That badge. That blue suit. You know how they say motherfuckers just love a motherfucker in uniform, so, you know, you pretty much got most of the people, men and women, in some type of fucking, you know, subconscious hypnotism and shit. But once they see the video footage, You know, all that blue suit and that star shit, all that appearance, all that friendly appearance, Mr. Nice Guy, the hero of the day, like that shit goes out the window once they see what the fucking type of person you are. What type of person, what type of people that the fucking SJPD is letting work on their force. And as a targeted individual, we all know that you guys, well, most of us, a lot of us know that you guys are, you know, you guys are just shifted into these fucking people. Like, you guys, you know, you guys just basically just fucking went from being police to fucking terrorists. People see that shit. It might take some time. It might take some time to wake them up. But I'll give you my word, everybody isn't fully asleep. Everybody ain't going for that bullshit. Yeah, you know, they're reading they're getting my channel off the sign. Only thing, all it is a bunch of these perps, bro. It's a bunch of these perps and the police. Cause I put the channel on the you know, on the van. So that's all it is a bunch of informants, a bunch of these motherfuckers working for the police. We need to start that's what we need to do. We need to get their license plate numbers and put that shit on the channel. Get all their license plate numbers, put that shit on the channel. And let all the fucking perps, let all the targeted individuals, you know, put them motherfuckers, let them let them motherfuckers walk on eggshells. You know, put their fucking license plate and all their fucking information online. Fucking address and all that shit. Where they work. All that fucking shit. And just put whenever a target in. I shouldn't be saying this. I shouldn't say this because, you know, God forbid that it happens, but, you know, it's just gonna happen. It's mathematical. Like, you can't escape the mathematics. So, whenever a targeted individual feels like they want to take their own lives or take the lives of some of these perps and shit, they have the license plate. You know, they'll have the license plate. We'll have like a little database with all the perps license plates in that motherfucker. And all you do is you type into your fucking city what license plates are in your city. You go from there. You just go from there. Start playing their fucking game. Oh, you want to be in my business? You want to put my business? You guys want to share my information? Okay. Two can play at that game. Two can play at that fucking game. Oh, man. That would be nuts. That would be a good idea, though. I bet you a lot of license plates would come up to be in relationship with the fucking police department. Like, I bet you a lot of police, a lot of these public defenders or district attorneys, they got family members doing this shit. Especially the ones that got like family members that want to be police and shit, or detectives and all that fucking bullshit. Yeah, come work for this program. This will get you plenty of experience. And they push their family members in here like a motherfucker, I bet. Black tar. Funny. Where's me up, happy up? Let me see. I think I might have to do it through the settings. This is different. The other one I had just figured out how to do it, but they keep kicking me off that motherfucker. You're a perp. All right. How many times you gonna say that, bro? How many times you gonna say that? Do you know anything about EMF broadcast, Nappy? Very little. I mean, I know it exists. I know they use it. I know they use it on me. Like, well, I don't know if it's EMF on me. They do something with the radiation or whatever. And usually I can tell because, like, it's almost like a soothing, almost like a burning but soothing sensation. Like, if that makes sense. Like it's like it burns, but it doesn't hurt like it's burned. It's like, I don't know. But I know they use it, and usually when I feel like that, when my skin feels like that, my dogs are tripping and shit. Like they're giving me those puppy dog eyes, and they're fucking, looking really like fucking eyes all bugged out and shit. It's like really fucked up, man. Really fucked up. All good. Let's see. Ain't no. Damn, dude. Fuck. Let me see. Oh, good. Okay, okay. Nappy, I think you would enjoy most states more than Cali, too populated. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. I just don't. It's all these. You know. It's just unfortunately, it's more weird, fucked up people in the world than I would have ever thought. Nappy gang stalks innocent people and yells at them. He's a perp. Wake up. He's not a TI. He's high 24/7 with no job panhandling. He's a perp paid with drugs. You're funny, dude. I would never put myself out there to panhandle. I wouldn't. You're so fucking lame, dude. Even the regular people out here, even everybody out here, fucking in this, everybody in this vicinity knows that I don't fucking panhandle. Everybody fucking knows that. From the people on the computer to the fucking people that live out here in these fucking houses, man. And they damn sure know I don't get paid by the police. I don't even like the police. I'm not your average fucking you can pick up and fucking bribe or fucking con into working with you or bully into working with you or blackmail into working for you. Like you could do none of that. There's nothing you could do to make me work for the police. Like I'm already stuck in my ways, if you will. Like you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Maybe some type of new tricks, but not that one. I don't care how many new leaves I turned over. Yeah, why would I fucking leave one criminal life to join another criminal life? You gotta make sense when you talk, man. I know you say you say I can't read when I'm high on dope or whatever the fuck. If you're not on dope and you're not drunk, then maybe you should get high and drunk or something like that. That way you'll start making some sense, man. Maybe that's what it takes for you to make sense. You can't rock out here like a regular person, cause your mind is, what is that shit? ADHD. Like you thinking too fast, champ. You're not thinking about what you're saying. I don't mind at all. I'm just trying to help you out, keep you from looking stupid. Or at least sounding stupid. Probably can't help you from the way you look, but at least we could help you stop sounding stupid. I think you will like Montana. Barely any people. There's big state, weed, legal wilderness, and the secluded areas, but have grizzly bears also. Oh yeah. That's the only thing. I'm cool with the wildlife, man. I'm cool as fuck. But I don't want to be around them. Excuse me, you guys. That's legitimate. I don't want to be around no mountain lions. I don't want to be around no bears. I'm cool with the raccoons and the wolf dogs and shit like that. The foxes and shit. But I ain't trying to get too deep off into that wilderness. Daniel Boone. I ain't trying to do the Daniel Boone thing. Mountains would be cool if I had like one of those container things. And you could just drop that shit somewhere in the mountains. I would do it, but I really want to be around like flat land and water. Just not know, a lot of people and shit. It don't matter what kind of, it could be a fucking river, fucking ocean. Just fucking secluded. Or, very low population. These people are so fucking funny, man. It's like lottery, you guys. It's just like lottery. You might not hear about it today. You might not hear about it tomorrow. You might not hear about it for another 6, 7 months. But do believe, know in your heart that every day you turn on the news, there's a good chance one of these motherfuckers is gonna be belly up or fucking belly down or whatever, with some bullets in them, some knife wounds, all that shit. It'll get nicely covered up. They'll cover it up real nicely. These ones they couldn't really cover up because it was like the VTA, and you know, they couldn't really cover it up like that. They had to say the guy had mental illness. But like motherfuckers just popping up dead on the street, they could say anything. They could say anything about that shit. Drug overdose, drinking and driving, too many different things they could come up with. But know that one of those things that you see, and plenty of the things that you've seen in the past, people dying and they don't know, they haven't found the suspect yet and all that shit. You know, it's a good chance this program is behind it. You know, you got your low levels that get very minute money. Target gift cards, Walmart gift cards, shit like that, gift cards. And then you got these people that literally been fucking doing this shit for a long time, all their lives. Damn near, like, you know, just it was under something else. It wasn't predictive policing, and it was some other shit. You know, they fucking changed the names and they fit these programs into different names and community fucking, you know, community names, like letting the community participate and making it look good. Making it look good, but in reality, it's evil. Like, I don't even, this program, I noticed the harassment more than anything. And I know it's all a part of the surveillance and shit. How they know where you're at and how they can get to you and able to do it. But, you know, it's not the surveillance that bothers me. I mean, I would like not to be fucking surveillanced and fucking, you know, I would like not to be able to fucking get an email without the fucking police reading into my fucking emails, or, you know, intercepting fucking emails and messages. I would definitely like that, but, you know, that's not what really gets me and shit. What gets me is the fucking harassment. Not just the verbal harassment, but the, you know, the vandalism. Like, what part of surveillance is that? Like, how the fuck did you guys even mix that shit in with surveillance? You know, that's the type of shit motherfucker be thinking about. Then you just add, you know, it's real easy to add up, man. they're telling people that these fucking predictive policing, you know, they get funded good money to keep this fucking program going. So if they can prove to everybody that this fucking program is working and they need to be funded again and again and again, you know, they're getting buku fucking dollars. Buku fucking dollars. So what they do is they have these fucking watch groups go harass the person. And when that person flips out, they go over there and they fucking lie to the public and say they're fucking, you know, their algorithms from the predictive policing sent them there. They're really not, you know, these people are real easy to figure out, man. You know, as far because they're easy to fit. Like if they just went and harassed you, and you know, if they just did, but a lot of these motherfuckers love harassing people so much that they just gotta do it over blatantly. Like they can't just be regularly harassing you. Like they gotta fucking stick out. Like they wanna stick out. Like literally they wanna fucking stick out. And you know, that's how you build your evidence on them. Like the ones that try too hard. The ones, you know, like you could be looking straight and you got a motherfucker waving his hand on the side, you try to catch your peripheral vision, so you'll turn around and look at him and do a signal and shit. Like that's the type of shit. That's how, you know, these people are blatantly ignorant. Like, like they're so fucking, like they're, you know, they sensitize themselves. Like they sensitize their fucking selves. And that, you know, even though this program might have us feeling crazy, not mentally crazy, but you know, even though it gets us crazy, like as far as like mad and all that shit, you know, these people are literally fucking themselves up, man. Literally, like they're literally fucking up their fucking, you know, their whole fucking mindset, their everything about them. Like the longer they work for this program and try and reach handler status or reach whatever fucking status high up there where they want to drive Beamers and shit. It's just like how the real Freemasons do these lower level Freemasons and shit. You know, they keep their fucking, you know, it's like how you lead the dog on. You lead the dog. You got a treat in your hand, and you feed the dog one treat, and you don't got no more treat in your hands, but you keep it balled up like you do got treats in your hand, and you just fucking, you know, you get the dog to follow you everywhere because he thinks you're gonna give him another treat. And that's just like with all these motherfuckers, man. Like they think they're reaching for some type of fucking status and shit. They're not gonna let some fucking, you know, they're not gonna let some fucking junkie. You're gonna fucking, you know, at the very, I mean, and this is if, you know, this is if you don't, you know, start doing shit for yourself, like get a job for yourself and fucking better your life. If you stay stuck working for them, if this is the only fucking, your only avenue of fucking life and making money and all that shit, and then you can, at the very most, you might, if you save your money up, save your gift cards up, you might be able to afford a nice car, but you know, you ain't gonna ever get to the level of a lot of these people. You ain't never gonna get to the level. Not just this job right here. No. Oh no, there's no way these fucking rich people are gonna let or don't even got a neighborhood watch. Any of these fucking gated community fucking harassers, there's no way they're gonna let a junkie reach their fucking ranks and be all up in there. There's no fucking way, man. Guys, the mentally ill people, I could say this to them and, it goes in one ear out the other because I don't understand it. I would expect a lot of even the junkies, the ones with a little piece of brain upstairs. Like, I would expect you guys to know that, you guys aren't anything but fucking tools and shit. Like, you guys are fucking tools. And anytime they think that this fucking program is gonna come tumbling down, then you have more to worry about than the targeted individual, especially if you're a junkie. They have special fucking concoctions that they can put together, and you'll be fucking, you'll be high, alright. High into the fucking ground. Yep, just a lot of worthless weirdos. A lot of worthless, sneaky. A lot of worthless, sneaky, demon-hearted, piece of shit motherfuckers, man. And I'd rather die homeless. I'd rather die homeless than fucking die or be alive with that fucking piece of shit team right there. They got a cold ass lineup. Pedophiles, junkies, snobs. Police. That's a hell of a lineup. I don't want to be in that class picture. Fuck no. I'll be right here. I'll be in a van forever, or fucking however I am homeless is just how I am gonna be homeless. Because you're not gonna get me to fucking do all this fucking. First of all, you're not gonna get me to harass anybody, but you're really not gonna get me to break down my morals and do all this fucking weird shit and shit like this. And it's being recorded. Like, I mean, it doesn't even have to be being recorded, but by it being recorded, it just makes it that much worse. And then when the person tells you you're going on YouTube and all that shit, like, you can keep your fucking 5-man apartment and shit. You can keep that. You can keep your gift cards. You can keep all that shit. You can keep all that shit. Nope. Yep. Fuck these people, though. Fuck these people. We just fucking survive. We survive. until the shit is recognized. That's what it is. You survive until it's recognized. Let me see. Are the Goofies still on here? The Rats, the Informants. Fuck. And then you know what? You know the funny thing is, the funny thing is like they'll try and convince you like they're not an informant. They don't work with that. They're not down with that shit. But you guys got on the same work attire, basically, if that's what you would call it. You guys are color coordinated the same. All of you guys wear all black. Like that's how I know a perp. When I'm out, well, they wear more than just black, but you know there are like automatically if you're in all black at this time of night, you're already written on. You're a perp. You are a fucking perp. You are an informant. But not just any regular informant. You're a piece of shit. Lying. Fucking entrapment. Like you there's a lot of uses for you fucking assholes. There's a lot of use for them. And they be thinking, you know, I be seeing these perps. I mean, yeah, a lot of the junkie perps, especially the junkie ones and shit. Or I won't say junkie because you know all of them are junkies and shit. But you know, like the ones out here and shit, the ones out here, the grimy ones. We'll just say the grimy ones. Um, yeah, them motherfuckers, man. They be walking past like the regular perps to be walking like they'll be doing the synchronicity bullshit, and the regular perps to be walking one way and they'll be walking the other way. And you can tell because they, you know, they have this little way about trying to be slick and shit. How they fucking, they greet each other and shit. It's and you can tell like, you know, they really think like they feel accepted. Like they really feel accepted. Like they really psychologically this shit has them feeling like they're a part of something. And they know that. Like they know the psychology of most of the homeless people on the streets and shit. You know, they know, you know, life, you know, you know, they just didn't become homeless. You know, a lot of people, whether a lot of people know or not, like a lot of people think people became homeless because they got on drugs and all that shit. Usually when a motherfucker, you know, motherfuckers come on the streets that, you know, normal people, you know, regular people falling up on hard times or just had a rough life, period. And then they end up, you know, they're on the streets, you know, they end up on the streets and shit, you know, can't keep up rent and all that shit. And you know, once you get on the streets, once you're out here on the streets and shit, you know, there's predators and shit. Female predators, male predators and shit, like female male predator teams and shit. Like, you know, you could be sitting down on a bench and, you know, somebody fucking send this girl at you to fucking be nice and all this shit. and you kicking it with her all damn day, and you think she's really fucking cool and shit, and then she says, "Oh, you can stay with me and my boyfriend." Yeah, you go over there and fucking, you know, get mixed up in some bullshit, you know, and all type, you know, a lot of homeless people usually, you know, get on drugs out here. Saying all that to say, you know, those who have had fucked up lives, no fathers, and, you know, foster homes and shit like that, like, you know, you play hard to protect yourself. Like a lot of people, all these tough guys, you do that shit to protect. And I'm only saying this because I know, like, I know for a fact. You do that shit to fucking protect, like, your fucking, it's like building up a fucking wall. And then eventually, the longer, the longer you live that image, the more it solidifies in you, and the more you become, you know, you know, that numb type of person. But, you know, once these people get you on their team and they psychologically break you down, tell them, oh, you need to change your life and all that. All that shit sounds good, changing my life and all that, but that's just the beginning of the program. Excuse me, that's legitimate. That's the beginning of the program. Like, they're telling you need to change your life, and now you think that like you're doing all this fucked up shit, but they psychologically got you thinking like you're doing it for the fucking right reason, like you're doing all this criminal activity for the right reasons and shit. And you know, they take them to baseball, and you know, they feel, you know, you take them to baseball games, you guys have barbecues, you know, they bring fucking, because they got little snitch camps out here where they have the perps at, like they got basically snitch camps. And, you know, it's like a certain area where about, you'll see, it's like little miniature tent cities and shit. It's miniature tent cities and shit, tents and shit like that. And fucking, you know, they'll go to the little tent cities and feed and fucking just mingle with them and act like they're, you know, buddy and shit. But they won't take them to their house though. They won't take them to their house, but they'll fucking bring them some food and all that fucking shit, you know, mingle with them, psychologically fucking make them feel like, you know, they're a part of something. And, you know, it's like, you know, believe it or not, you know, myself included, like, you know, being locked up and shit and all that shit stunts your fucking growth. So, like, you know, we still have a little bit of kid in us, if you will. Like, we still, you know, how could you put this? I wouldn't say completely, I wouldn't even say immature in law. I'd just say you still have an undeveloped child within you. Like when you start, you know, getting yourself swept out of society and put into certain places, you know, you have a inner child that fucking, it doesn't grow up with you. So, you know, and this is in all aspects. So, you know, once these people psychologically make you feel a part of something and shit, like you can see in some of them. I know some people might know what I'm talking about, like, depending on how you watch your perps and shit, but like, if you watch the perps, a lot of these foot perps and shit, especially like the homeless ones, you could see it's almost like fucking a dog performing a trick and then like wanting the satisfaction, like, you know, eager to see you satisfied. Like the dog is literally like eager to fucking please you and wants to see you satisfied. That's like That's like these perps and shit. Like when you see some of the fucking when you see some of the way they look at each other and shit, it's fucking. You gotta have it on video, man. You gotta have it on fucking video to see to see what I'm saying. Or you gotta look at these motherfuckers, man. Just pay, especially when you see the synchronicity ones, and you know that the person is homeless and shit, or it doesn't necessarily have to be homeless, but I think that's who they really reach out to make them, you know, the psychological bullshit in this program has a lot of value to it for them, you know. I think a person that knows psychology, like, to the fullest, like, is a fucking guru in fucking psychology and the way the mind works. Like, that's the best fucking weapon. Like, that's better than any fucking gun. Like, that's better than, you can fucking start an army of fucking yes men. Like, from nothing. Like, you could start a fucking army of yes men from people that weren't even gonna be there, like people that aren't like people that aren't like that. Like, if you knew psychology to a fucking degree, like the max, like you could turn a lot of people into fucking soldiers for you and shit. And that's basically what they've done. That's what they've done with psychology. Psychology and money. And gift cards. Except we got an army of weirdos on us. Yeah, it is, man. You see, you gotta understand though that that's what they're trying to, for the people that don't understand this program, they're trying to, they're trying to throw a bunch of bullshit in there. That's all it is. Especially like trying to, like they, like I'm gonna argue with them over them fucking saying I smoke dope and fucking can't read and shit like that. That's what I mean. That's the mentality of these motherfuckers. Like, they think that they're gonna get me to argue with them and shit and look crazy on here. So fucking people, legitimate people that get on here be like, oh man, this guy is fucking crazy, man. This guy is crazy. Ain't no crazy people over here though. So yeah, I don't pay him no mind. I just I conversate with them sometimes, but my conversation basically lets them know that they're not gonna pull me into their trap. They do that enough out here. Like, out here they can get me. Out here on the streets, they pull me into their fucking trap. All this fucking damage and shit, but there's no way in the world I'm gonna let them get me in a virtual world, like, from behind a fucking computer screen. people are gonna see for themselves anyways. It's not like, you could say I smoke dope. You could put any fucking label on me you want. Like I said, video footage don't lie, live footage, and I'm telling you shit, like I might be telling you this, people that don't know anything about this program. I'm not a psychic. I'm not psychic. And I'm telling you, they use one headlights and one tail lights to trigger the fucking victim. Now, and I tell you, they drive with their lights all the way off as a silent death threat. Like, that's their way of fucking giving me death threats. Now, you're gonna be seeing this shit happening all the time. You're gonna probably see it more in my lives than you see in your life. Unless you live in the downtown area, then they're sensitizing you as well. But, yeah, man, you can say anything you want about me, man. And trust me, smoking dope and all that shit, compared to what these people have fucking probably said, like, that's probably like an angel right there. Like, you probably, shit. But I mean, like I said, I feel you, man. Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest, champ. Hey, what's going on, man? Bro, you can't read. I hear you, man. You know nothing, you just do dope and yell like a baby. I hear you. I'm gonna yell like a baby tomorrow in front of the police station, in front of the Fed building, or in front of the news station. But I won't be on dope. Maybe marijuana, but not dope. You're a perp. Oh, man. See, and this is no disrespect to the women on here or anything like that. See, to you, I sound like a baby, but to me, you sound like a bitch. You feel me? I'm just keeping it real, and see, though, man, you're really starting to sound like a bitch right now. Like, you're really just like you said what you had to say. You just keep talking. Like, why? Why are you? I'm a perp. I'm giving TIs a bad name. I'm a fake TI. I do dope. Like what the fuck? Like, are you done yet? Like I said, man, I sound like a baby. You sound like a bitch. Not much much rather sound like a baby than a bitch. But yeah, I'm gonna be in front of one of those buildings tomorrow like a baby though. Yep. Oh man, these people, man, they're fucking ridiculous. And I know what you're gonna say next. I know what you're gonna say next. You're fucking. I'm 6'2" and 300 pounds, and I'll fuck you up. I know. I know. I know, my friend. Oh man. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. If I'm missing some of your guys' comments, I'm sorry. They just, I'm hella tired right now. They just, every time I scroll down to the comment that I'm about to read, it just scrolls all the way fucking down. As soon as somebody writes a comment, it scrolls all the way back down. So I'm trying to, I'm trying to catch the comments, but they keep scrolling down and shit. Ain't no need for no radio broadcast. Things working dimension. Hey, what's going on, Ross? Your mind is a radio project broadcast. There are channels and things we think about, and they attack the dynamics of how we feel. Yeah. And I was just thinking, like those frequencies that, like, can you imagine how many people are synthetically, in arguments, like their relationship is going bad on some synthetic shit from these motherfuckers shooting frequencies and shit. Like, it's probably a lot of people divorced behind this shit. And it seems like everything about this program and these weapons that they have, other than like the baking us with the fucking radiation and all that bullshit, but all these frequency, like they could use this shit literally, like, covertly for anything they wanna do. They could use this gang stalking shit for anything. If literally to control people. This program is the perfect fucking program. Because, like, I mean, covertly though. Covertly, like, if they did it in covertness and didn't let nobody know what they were doing, like, they could literally make people go crazy. They could literally make you think you were crazy though. Not somebody fucking telling you, oh no, you're crazy. No, they could make you literally think that you're crazy if they did it covert and they weren't they weren't blatant and doing all that hair rubbing shit and all that fucking bullshit. All that bullshit. Like, they could literally make you go crazy. They could make a person racist. I was thinking about the little white kid that went up in the church and shot all those black people. Like, and I'm not making no excuse for him, but like, who knows? Like, if these people didn't have this, like, throughout, because this fucking program sticks with you from sometimes childhood and shit. So who's to say Like they didn't just send black people out to fucking harass that kid every day of his life, fucking beat him up, take his money. I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm just saying like this is how they could implement this program. Like they could literally implement this program. And it doesn't have to be black people. I just use him as an example, but you know, it could be a bunch of white people harassing one Mexican throughout his life, or one Mexican, or you know, one white person being harassed by a bunch of black people, or you know, vice versa. All that shit, like that could literally make a motherfucker racist. Like literally make you fucking racist. Like this program is fucking, you know, when you really think about everything about this program, or all you can think, because you really can't think, it's too deep. Look at the trigger. Look at the trigger, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the trigger. What's that trigger? Show us that trigger. Show us that trigger. See that one tail light right there on the bottom? And now he's turning. The one turning. That's the trigger, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, man, that's how dangerous this program is. You know, and kids, especially teenagers and shit, a lot of teenagers don't got, like, you know, patient. Like, teenagers, like, well, like, early 18, 19, 17, 20s and shit. Like, you know, those are gonna be the main ones doing the shooting and shit. Like, those are gonna, you know, when it comes down to it, like, those are gonna be the ones, because they ain't gonna be patient enough to. That's why they choose who they fuck with, man. They choose. Look at this motherfucker. This is why they you know, they know who they're choosing and shit. Does anybody know whatever happened to you know, the T.I. that shot his neighbors? Like, if he's still going through court, like, that's, if he's still going to court, that's like, people should get, targeted individuals should get megaphones, man, and fucking protest in front of that courthouse while he's going through his court. Like, you know, if you know, that's you know, TIs that get in trouble, man, we need to be like at their court dates. I mean, those of us who can, like, we need to be at their court dates, fucking with megaphones exposing this shit. let me see. Let me try. Let's how you are and how you carry yourself, they attack self and prevent you from being and thrive. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel too. Like, another, like they have me on a standstill. Like I can't fucking progress. Like I could literally fucking progress. But these people, like when they see the progress, they fucking go out of their way to fucking, throw all types of fucking booby traps. And like if I get, I'll be recycling and shit, and then I do it repeatedly. I recycle every fucking day, and I do it the way I do it, and they, like fucking from a certain time to a certain time. Well, right now the times is all fucked up, but it used to be from like it went from 10 to 7 from 10 at night to 7 in the morning, and then this COVID shit, you know, was fucking shit. Well, before COVID, they started pulling shit out the trash can. Like they would fucking pull all the trash out the trash can and just start fucking up, little spots that I went to. And from that point on, COVID, and now that it's COVID, like it's not a lockdown. Like they're just fucking going crazy with it. It's like they don't like. Man, you should see them. Like I'll go into 7-Eleven and they'll like somebody, hands down, somebody's always behind me, seeing what I'm purchasing, paying attention to what I buy and all that shit. 9 times out of 10, they get the receipt from them as well. But they're always there to pay attention to what I buy. And in the beginning of my targeting, they used to do shit like, like I didn't have I was just recycling. You feel me? I wasn't selling shit on the internet. Like I didn't have little trinkets to sell on the internet or nothing like that. So, I was just strictly recycling. That was like literally all my income is recycling. And fucking like they would fucking, like as I spent money, like they would write that shit down. Like the recycle place tells them how much they paid me out. Like they'll tell them how much they paid me out, and fucking, whenever I go into a store, they would follow me. They follow me, pay attention to what I'm buying, get the receipt from dude or whatever. But they would word to me how much, like to the fucking penny. If it was $40.32 after spending like $3 and something or whatever, like they would know how much I had in my pocket, and they would do shit like, they would set up little street theaters and shit, and she'd be like, there'd be like, say 2 ladies walking by, and then she'd be like, I'm going such and such. And then the lady be like, doesn't that bus ticket cost like $39.20? Like they'll mention, like they'll be talking to each other, but they'll fucking mention how much money I got in my pocket. And that shit used to excuse me, it's legitimate. That shit right there used to fucking piss me off, man. You know, it was the beginning of my fucking, not the begin. Well, you know, it was like, yeah, you know, pretty close to the beginning of my fucking target and this shit. This is when it was fucking, you know, more devastating than anything for me. And they would fucking do that shit, and that shit used to trip me out, like, really fucking piss me off. Like, how in the fuck are you guys legally going to these places and, you know, getting, you know, I mean, how are these people letting you fucking see and telling you what, like, you guys are regular fucking citizens, like, you might be doing evil shit, but that's like, you know, your income paperwork is almost like your fucking, your, what is it? Your income paper is almost like your fucking, you know, your doctor, like, you're supposed to have some type of fucking, you know, privacy on that shit, like, and knowing the police were a part of this, I mean, you know, before you fully know what this program is and what it's designed to do, you would, even knowing how crooked the police are, knowing how crooked that the fucking, like, I don't, like, whether they shoot people and all that, still in the back of your head, you would think, like, that the police would not be a part of something, you know, like, as blatant as this. And, you know, in the beginning, that's what I thought, like, you know, not because they're fucking, you know, good people or anything like that, but just because they wouldn't want to fucking get caught. Like, you would think, like, they wouldn't want to get caught. And some of the shit they do, it's like, you know, they don't care if they get caught. They don't. It's like they're not gonna get caught, and if they did get caught, like, nothing's gonna happen to them anyways. But mm, you're not gonna get me so easy with that, though. You're just gonna have to play this shit out. Let me see. Yes, they do have. Yes, they do. They are worse off than us in a way, but I have no. Yeah, hell no. Hell no empathy for them. These are terrorists.